Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or indeed good evening, depending on your time zone and depending on when you're watching this. It is Thursday, the 17th of September 2020. I'm James Innes, and this is my YouTube show, The Jobs Guru. I'm delighted to see you here for today's episode. I extend a very warm welcome to all those who have subscribed since the last episode. And if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do think about subscribing so you don't miss out on the next episode. Today's show, if I can be heard over the sound of birdsong behind me, it's a great hit, isn't it? Then I'm going to be covering a question from one of my viewers. And next in the interview question series, I'll be asking, what's your sickness record like? Blimey. If you have any questions or comments as you watch, then do please let me have them below. And if you like what you see, then do please hit that YouTube thumbs up. So, on to that question from one of my viewers. Today's question is from Jonathan in Cardiff. Dear James, I'm a plumber working for a big company, but I'm wondering if it's time to set up my own business and work for myself. I knew it would give me the chance to earn more money, but I'm concerned about the risks. I know everything could go wrong so easily. And while I'm confident about my skill as a tradesman, I'm worried I might struggle with the paperwork and the running of a business. What are the pros and cons of setting up on your own, and what is the biggest risk for someone starting out? Well, Jonathan in Cardiff, that's a big question, that is. Where do I start? I mean, there are clearly lots of advantages to staying put, and continuing on where you are, not least the job security, the financial security that comes with it. The other side of the coin, of course, is that no job is ever 100% secure. Certainly not at the moment, of course. Indeed. And maybe there is the possibility with your current employer of perhaps promotion to a supervisory position. Have you considered that? I would explore those sorts of options first. Now, come clean with your boss. Tell them you're thinking of going it alone, but you would first appreciate discussing what your options might be to remain with them. Explain that you're keen to progress. You have hit the nail on the head. The main advantage of working for yourself is the potential to earn more. And the main disadvantage is the risk, including, of course, the possibility that you might actually earn less. You asked what the biggest risk is, and I would say that it's definitely that possibility that you might end up struggling to find enough work to make ends meet. The competition is fierce. But I personally wouldn't let any worries about paperwork put you off. I'm sure you'll take that in your stride. There's certainly plenty of help available for free. In fact, don't let anything put you off, really. The advantages are obvious. The flexibility, the variety, hopefully the potential to earn quite a bit more. Just remember that this is evidently a major life decision, and you must be very careful in weighing up the pros and cons. Go into it carefully, and as I say, do explore your options before you take that jump. Now, I'm always open to interesting new questions from my viewers. So you've got a workplace, jobs, careers, or employment-related question for me, then do please type it into that comment section below, and I may well feature it in a future episode of this show. And if I do, then one of my limited edition collector's item Jobs Guru coffee mugs will be yours. I know you want one. You know you want one. And now, Jonathan, he has one. As well as heading up jamesinnes.group, I'm also the UK's best-selling careers author. And if I can reach it, here's one of my books, the Interview Question and Answer book, available in all good bookshops. And at the moment in this show, I'm taking a question each day from that book and looking at how to answer it. And at the moment, from the chapter entitled The Top 25 Tough Questions Taking the Heat. So today's question is, what's your sickness record like? Similar questions might include, how many days did you take off sick last year and why? What would your current employer say if I asked them about your sickness record? Or even just, how's your health? But back to the question in hand, what's your sickness record like? Time is money, or more particularly, your time is your employer's money. So no employer likes to lose money through staff being off sick. By directly questioning on this topic, the interviewer can gauge whether you are likely to be reliable in your attendance at work or whether you might pose a liability. So how to answer? Well, it may well be tempting to give the interviewer a glowing account of your complete lack of illness. However, it's important to remember that the interviewer will most likely be seeking a reference from your last boss, and this is just the kind of fact that they may well check up on. If you have been absent from work as a result of significant illness or a major accident, then you will have to disclose this, but do not be embarrassed or defensive about it. The interviewer should appreciate that these things do happen, and as long as they're not given any reason to suspect that you weren't faking it, then you should have nothing at all to be worried about. And if they're not understanding about this, then do you really want to work for them anyway? If the incident was recent, then it's obviously important to emphasise that it's now completely resolved and that you are fully fit for work. Now, as usual, I have plucked a little example answer from my book for you. Generally, I have a very good sickness record. I'm rarely off work as a result of illness. I was unfortunate last year to catch flu and also to suffer a bout of food poisoning. These both kept me off work for a few days, but only a few days. I'm fit and I'm healthy and I recover quickly. A year can easily go by without my taking a single day off sick. Now, I'm currently updating this book, the interview question and answer book, working on a brand new edition, the 3rd edition. So if you've got any interview questions which you think I should be considering for possible inclusion, do please let me know in the comment section below. And if I use your question, then obviously there'll be a complimentary signed copy of that new edition for you. And I may even throw in a free interview coaching session with me, if you like, the man who literally wrote the book on interviews. Or, of course, you can just pop along and book a session with me at jamesinnes.group. So now we're not far from the end of today's show, the last show of the week. I'll be back next week, Tuesday. Remember, this show is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, each and pretty much every week. Just 2 more things. First, I must squeeze in some routine but important requests. Do please check me out on social media. Connect, follow, or otherwise stalk me, but please don't troll me. Any questions or comments you might have about this episode, about the show in general, about life, the universe, Indian summers, whatever, do please let me have them below. If you like this episode, then do please hit it with the YouTube thumbs up. If you've kind of given me a thumbs up, then perhaps think about subscribing to my channel and also ringing that bell so you don't miss out on the next episode. And if you've already done all of that, then thank you. Finally, what's happening in the next episode? Well, it's a surprise. Yes, that does mean I quite simply haven't decided yet. I'll be working on that tomorrow. But I do hope you'll tune in. Thank you for watching today. Keep safe and be well, my friends. See you next Tuesday. Goodbye.